Hello friends, Video Dan here, and thanks for tuning into the very first episode of the 10 Stories That Made Me. Let's just dive right in. Shortly after graduating from Columbia College Chicago in 1998 with a bachelor's degree in television production, it was time for me to get out there and start looking for a job in my industry. Coincidentally, at that same time, the chairperson of my department at Columbia College was retiring, and so they were forming a search committee to find his replacement. I feel like this is a good point in the story to tell you about one of my professors at Columbia College. His name was Frank Bianco, and he had a really big impact on me and actually this story. Frank was an amazing professor, a mentor, a friend, and later a colleague. It was actually in one of his classes called The Television Producer that he shared a piece of advice with the class. He said, "Never be afraid to apply for a job where you feel underqualified." And with that piece of advice still in my head at graduation, I went ahead and applied for the chairmanship of the department. Was I underqualified? Yes. Did I ruffle a few feathers on the search committee? Yeah. Did I end up getting the job? Hell no! I was ridiculously underqualified. But about a year later, I did end up getting a job at Columbia College, and this position I was only mildly underqualified for. I think in part I got the job because they remembered me from my application for the chair. Whenever Frank and I would run into each other, we would just laugh about the ridiculous audacity it took for me to apply for the chairmanship. But, deep down, I think he was kind of proud that I actually went for it and tried. So, truth be told, this wasn't going to be the story I was going to lead off the series with. But I recently found out that my mentor, Frank Bianco, actually passed away last week. And I don't know, it really got me thinking about how much he impacted my life. And it made me feel like it's time for me to pick up the baton. I don't know, it really got me thinking about Frank and thinking about mentorship and what it means to help the next generation coming up. So I guess that's the point of this story, is that I would like to pick up the baton for Frank. I know he was an inspiration to a lot of people. He was a mentor to a lot of students who went through his class and just went through Columbia College as a whole. And I just want to make that offer to people on LinkedIn. I guess what I'm saying is I'm here to share any knowledge that I may have picked up along the way. I'm ready to become a mentor. Maybe when one mentor leaves us, it's time for someone else to step up. So that's it. Thanks for watching this first episode of the 10 Stories That Made Me.